Guys, we'll be going straight into the contouring part now. I went ahead to rule out my starting point. So now I'll be taking my half length of 17 inches. So I'll be deducting 5. I'll be removing 5 because my client wants it to be off from 5. It's an off shoulder bustier. So she wants it to be off from 5 inches. So when measuring your clients, you can as well take the measurement from wherever they want the off shoulder to start from. So from this starting point here, I'll be removing 5 to get my half length of 17 inches. I'll go ahead and add half inch for my joining allowance. So for the folding, I went ahead to fold my fabric with the largest part of my body measurement, which is the bust measurement, because we are working with a half bodice, which is the half length. So the biggest part of my body measurement here is the bust measurement of 35 divided by 4, which gives us 9 inches. So I folded my fabric by 9 inches and I added extra 4.5 inches allowance. Why I added this 4.5 inches allowance? Because I am not drafting on a pattern paper. I'm not drafting on a pattern. So I'm drafting straight on my fabric. So this 4.5 inches allowance that I added is going to serve for all of my allowances that I'll be needing. Then after sewing, I can now trim off if I have excess allowance. So after getting my half length, I'll go ahead and mark my bust span measurement. Because I am drafting on my fabric, directly on my fabric, I said I'll be adding every allowances on my fabric. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches. 8 inches divided by 2 is going to give us 4 inches. But because I sew with 0.5 inches, I'll be adding half inch to this 8 inches. So if you sew with half an inch, make sure you add your whatsoever allowance you sew with. If you sew with 1 inch or half inch, make sure you add the allowance when cutting on your fabric. I'm going to be adding half inch to the bust span of my measurement of 8 inches, which gives us 8.5. 8.5 divided by 2 is going to give us 4.05. So I'll go ahead and mark my 4.05. So minus my 5 inches, I'm going to get the bust point measurement. My bust point measurement is 10 inches, but I'm going to be adding half inch because I don't want any sharp or pointy edge from my bustier. And the under bust is 13 inches, which I'm going to maintain like so.